Chapter 3 is one of the smaller chapters, so the summary is going to be brief. So the title is Where is Mama? Uncle Willie's house was completely different from Uncle Archie's house. His older sister didn't go with him. Instead, she went to a detention center for children who don't follow the rules. In addition to the rules, Chris had chores to do, including dishwashing. Aunt Ella May was half a foot taller than her husband. He and their two kids, Chris and their two kids, drank out of the same cereal bowl to save on milk. One of her rules was waste not, want not. During this time, Chris's three uncles stepped up to fill the void in the father figure. Uncle Archie, he learned the value of hard work, setting goals, focus on educating himself. Uncle Willie had issues readjusting to civilian life after the Korean War. However, through Uncle Willie, Chris heard stories about what he saw in Korea, Philippines, Italy, and other places. He was especially fascinated by the stories of beautiful and women who were welcoming. Uncle Henry had just retired from the military. Uncle Henry made Chris feel special, allowed him to feel love for a man. Chris wanted a father figure like Uncle Henry, and he also wanted to be a man like Uncle Henry someday. Also, through Uncle Henry, he was introduced to the music of Miles Davis, including the song Round Midnight. If I remember, I'll link that song in the description box below so you can hear this. Uncle Henry also encouraged Chris to look up information in the encyclopedia. He also took Chris to Mississippi for swim lessons and boating until one day. Uncle Willie said that Uncle Henry had drowned. Uncle Henry was on his boat when it came off its mooring. He tried to swing back to shore, but the undercurrent was too strong and took Uncle Henry with it. Chris was in disbelief. Uncle Henry was one of the most careful people, making certain everyone around him is safe, but now he was gone. At the funeral, Chris saw his mother, but for some reason he was not allowed to be near her. There was a white female prison guard standing directly behind his mother. For Chris, it seemed unfair. Freddie should have been the one in prison for all of his crimes, yet it was his mother who took the fall for his behavior. His sister Ophelia was also temporarily released from detention to attend the funeral as well. Chris made several important promises at that funeral. Permanently get Freddie out of their family, have as much of his childhood as he could, and that he won't cry. Fast forward 2 years later, he went to where his two younger sisters were staying. They were the opposite of their father. They were so kind to Chris. They made sandwiches for him, and when one of them asked him to load the laundry, he remembered the wonderful smell of wet clothes coming out of the washing machine. What he didn't know at that time was that his younger sister was storing their mother's clothing in the basement. His mother was returning to their lives, and Freddie will also return to their lives as well. So questions, comments, constructive criticisms, asking for clarification, let me know. Because I know I really summarized, really condensed what was on chapter 3. But I think I got the gist of what happened in that chapter. So I'll see you in a couple of days. Take care.